and probably fewer of them consider themselves to be woke. And so, when we
What does
talk
that
about
mean to
traditional
you? Would you mind defining woke? Because it's come up a couple times, and I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
So, I mean, woke is sort of the idea that um, I this is going to be one of those moments that goes viral. I mean,
it sure is. In fact, it already did.
Woke is something that's very hard to define, and we've spent an entire chapter defining it. It is sort of the understanding that we need to totally reimagine and redo society in order to create hierarchies of oppression. It's hard to explain in a 15-second soundbite.
Yeah, look, your time.
To the regular TYT viewers, how many of you knew you would hear my voice and see my face for yet another video about wokeness? What you just heard and saw was Bethany Mandel on Rising talking to Brianna Joy Gray, who was nice enough to tell Mandel that she could take her time when she claimed that woke is hard to define in a 15-second soundbite. I'll get back to this in a minute. Now, Bethany Mandel is a contributing writer for Deseret News and Deseret Magazine. She describes herself as a homeschooling stay-at-home mother of 6 and a widely published writer on politics, culture, and Judaism. She is also an editor for the children's book series Heroes of Liberty and a columnist for FoxNews.com. Additionally, she wrote the book Stolen Youth: How Radicals Are Erasing Innocence and Indoctrinating a Generation. And you can see the cover for it behind Bethany during this interview, which is what she was discussing on the Hill. See, once upon a time, apparently, Mandel wrote a column entitled, "We Need to Start Befriending Neo-Nazis." And well, first of all, no. Second, they should be the ones doing the befriending. And third, also no. She admitted what I'm about to suggest in this column is something I'm not sure I have the moral fortitude to actually carry out in my own adult life. But before I shared this perhaps painfully naive idea, before she continued, so she knew. And that's why I'm bringing this up. So going back to the definition of woke, she knows, like conservatives know, like Republicans know, what woke actually means. But then there's what it means to the right. To them, it's a pejorative for blackity black stuff and black people. She just didn't want to say it or admit it. Yeah, Bethany Mandel mentioned hierarchies of oppression, but if she doesn't bring up the want or need to do anything about them, then she's intentionally being obtuse. I mean, even Governor Ron DeSantis' lawyers admitted what this was about. Being real, if you asked me to define conservatism or neoliberalism on the fly, it wouldn't be the most eloquent thing I've ever said. I mean, I may even slip in a you know it when you see it type of thing, adult films. Anyways, I've been called woke, and I would never refer to myself that way. The term has been bastardized so much, and I know when I'm going to hear it or see it. It's when I talk about certain subjects and topics. It's as if some people don't want anything to be done about the oppression in this country, or at least acknowledge that it's there. With all of that said, I want this fake woke narrative to go away, and the word can go with it, but they want the fight against social injustices and the people talking about it to go away. See? Took me less than 15 seconds to say that. This Tennessee governor knows that he dressed in drag when he was younger, but it didn't keep him from passing anti-drag legislation. You can find a link for this video in the description below. For more of my content, look for me on my YouTube channel called We Gonna Be Alright, or click on the Jeff Wiggins hashtag. And as always, my architect knows Japanese.